All right. So, yeah, I'm like glad we're doing this again. So I was talking to one of my friends who was like watching our channel, and she was like, "Yeah, I really liked the Weebs After Dark video," and I was like, "Oh yeah," and then I got like opened it up, and I was like, "That was 6 months ago." Like
Yes.
that is insane that we took that long to do a follow up on it.
I remember the promise I made to you to find a way to capture the whatever the broadcast was from the Razzies end while you were on a lovely little vacation, and I looked it up like, oh, it's on YouTube. Proceeded to never follow up with you. So here we are.
Just did not get that at all. Yeah, was that when we were in Milan or Jamaica? I want to say it was Jamaica.
I'm pretty sure it was Jamaica.
Yeah. So yeah, all of the traveling definitely caused a huge delay because there was my boss quitting and me taking over her job for no extra money, and then there was an unexpected trip to Italy, and then a planned trip there, and then also we had to go to Atlanta, and like it was just like we were like on flights like a lot,
Ugh.
like, and then I forgot we did do a second recording. Do you remember that?
Dude, no.
We did one, and I went back and listened to some of it, and I remember why I never edited and uploaded it, because we were supposed to do it, and I was really busy with work, and I like messaged you, and I think it was like pretty late at night at that point, and I had like a really early long day at work, so I left the apartment probably around 7:30. It was about a 12-hour day. It was something like insanely busy at work. I don't remember what, but like it was when we were doing all the layoffs of Doge.
Naturally.
And so like I was like really swamped. And I remember I got home and I was like, "Hey man, I know we were supposed to do a recording today. I'm really tired. Do you want to just like reschedule it?" And you're like, "No, I'm good." I was like, "Oh, okay." I said I was tired, but okay. I can remember just like the response of "No, I'm good" was so funny. Dude, I went back and listened to this recording. I am like half asleep. I sound almost drunk.
Yeah.
Because at the point of the recording, I was awake for like 18 hours when we started.
That's when you're in your
So
prime.
by the time yeah, I know, that's me at my sharpest. And so like then like by the time we ended, I was awake for like, I don't know, because I forget how long we talked for. It was like an hour and a half or something like that. So I was awake for nearly like 20 hours. And like I went back and listened to it. It was like, I remember it was when I showed you the image of that guy.
That's
from the band
right.
Anal Cunt,
Yes, it's all coming back to me now.
where he's like shooting heroin on stage while getting a blowjob. And I told the story about like how he one time wrote a song about how being in a coma is gay. And then he put himself into a coma because like he did something weird, like injected like allergy medicine, and then when he woke up somebody asked him what it was like, and he's like, "I was right, it was really stupid and gay." Which is like the funniest response. It's like, yeah, it's the gayest thing I've ever done with my life.
Do you know how that got filed into my memory?
What?
It was like, oh, it's just John really needs to talk about something, so I'll listen. He really like so urgent. We're not recording, nothing's happening. It's like he needs to share this. Yeah.
He just, wants to talk about it. Like,
After
I completely forgot about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I might still just like upload it as like fuck it, like it's minutes on the channel, but like, and like I remember it was so funny too because at certain points like it's just me being like, what, wait, I had stuff I was gonna talk. I don't remember what I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? And you're just like, I don't know. Like, what were you gonna say?
Oh man.
And it was like, I forgot all these different movies that we had talked about watching. And like, I had watched like Godzilla -1. That never came up, even though we've repeatedly talked about how we're going to talk about it when one of us watches it. I had watched it like the day before.
Oh yeah, no,
I just completely.
It might just be as simple as I'm the one holding up the show there. I still haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I'd say, yeah, watch it. There's something very funny about Godzilla -1. I didn't know this, and this sounds like someone writing a racist bit, but the main character is a failed kamikaze pilot. And I love that job. That's the best thing to be. Like, he sucks. He's really bad at killing himself, especially for a Japanese person. And it's just like, it's just such a ridiculous thing. Oh, it was a really good movie, though. I do see why people like it. It's like a legitimately very good. It's probably the best Godzilla movie, but
I buy that.
yeah, it's like legitimately an interesting drama. Yeah, he's like an annoying character. It is kind of annoying having a main character. It's just kind of like a wiener.
Yes.
And like he just doesn't like appreciate like he has like some really good shit in his life, and he's just like, yeah, I'm just sad I never got to crash my plane. Like it's just like like it feels like I wrote that. Like it just feels like it's not a real thing. Like really, the main character is a failed kamikaze pilot.
Yeah,
like that is such an embarrassing thing to be.
You're duty bound to die, and you're sad you're still alive. It's like it's the most ham-fisted way you could talk about survivor's guilt, maybe. Not only am I still living, I failed to do my job, which was die. You know?
Right.
Like, ugh.
Yeah.
But
and then he like does it. He does it like again. Then there's like another scene. There's like multiple scenes where other people keep dying except him.
Ugh.
And he's like sad about it.
This honestly sounds like a bit. This doesn't sound like it's a Godzilla movie. It sounds like a fucking extended sketch of.
It feels like a joke. It's so stupid. I love it. It's just so dumb. And it's like a pretty good movie, too. That's the worst part. Mm-hmm. It's such a fucking hilarious thing. And they play it so seriously. And it's just like, how am I supposed to, like, at any point take this character seriously? Like, it feels like something like Nick Mullen would write, or like Sam Hyde. Like, it's just like, what's the saddest thing a Japanese man could be? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just ridiculous. But, and then there was like the other one from the missing episode was The House of Usher.
Yeah.
The newer Mike Flanagan show. So yeah, he writes. It's I don't know if I would call it necessarily like an anthology. Maybe kind of an anthology, but like I'm gonna see if they have like what they call. You could kind of call that an anthology. It's like a story, like it's completely constructed based with like pieces of Edgar Allan Poe poems. Mm-hmm. And so it's the story of this family, the Usher family, who are essentially the Sacklers and of Purdue Pharmaceutical, you know, like the whole opioid crisis. And so there's like a lot of like social commentary on like the opioid crisis. It's really interesting use a crisis. It's a really interesting use of like the works of Edgar Allan Poe. And like growing up, I was like obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe. Like that's what first got me into reading as a kid. And so it was like really interesting to see how like all like, you know, Telltale Heart and all these different things like get pulled into it. It's like probably one of his best works. And going back and listening to it, I think I was just like, oh, I started watching The House of Usher. And you're like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, do you know what it is? And you're like, no. It's like, it's from the guy that did Hill House. And you're like, oh, okay. All right. Then like that's just the end of it.
Like, it's such a good conversation, honestly. Preserved for posterity.
Yeah, I'm not giving anything away. Okay, it's okay. Check it out. Like, but like going back and rewatching it, I'm like, it honestly like it in ways rivals The Haunting of Hill House in terms of like best work by Mike Flanagan. But yeah, I started rewatching like Bly Manor, and we did a rewatch of like Midnight Mass, where he's good for that like once a year.
Hell yeah! No, I was gonna ask. I think he's the Midnight Mass guy, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, okay. He did Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, Bly Manor, The House of Usher, or The Fall of the House of Usher. We're gonna get down. The Fall of the House of Usher. He also did one that was like kind of directed at kids. I forget what it was. It's all about kids in hospice. It's like, and they tell like scary stories, so it's like almost a so it's almost a like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? If you watched that as a kid. Yeah, it's like kind of like that. Dana and I watched it. It was like, I don't think we're the age, you know, or like the demographic for it or something like that. And he did like a Stephen King book, if I'm not mistaken. He did a movie out of it. And it was wasn't it? It's like it's not The Game. That's a different one.
Is he doing the movie adaptation of I forget what it's called. It's like the long. No, it's not the. Is it the long walk? It's something to that effect.
Oh, I just saw the trailer for that. Yeah, that I don't know. Maybe that's him.
What is the name of that? It's gonna kill me now.
I know. I just saw the trailer like 2 days ago too. Oh, he did Oculus. I know he did Oculus.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember seeing the back half of that. I want to say at one point.
Oh, he did Ouija too.
That does.
Wow, Mike Flanagan's like great. Oh, he did VHS Beyond. Wow, he's like really good.
Holy shit!
Holy shit, Mike Flanagan's talented. I didn't know he did the 2026 Carrie. I guess it's coming up.
Oh hey, there you
I'll
go.
definitely check that out if he did that. Yeah, that's absolutely. But where is his?
That feels like a merited remake. Like I like Mike Flanagan a lot. I haven't seen the original Carrie, but like I'm sure there's enough reverence around it. But I feel like him touching it might give it some interesting flair, pizzazz maybe.
What I love about him as a creator is like he does such interesting takes on it. Like I know, Gerald's Game. There we go. It's not The Game. Gerald's Game.
Right.
So I think Gerald's Game is like based. If I'm not mistaken, this is based on a Stephen King book. Am I wrong about?
It's 100% a Stephen King book, and if it's not
Stephen King.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid, but like, so like Mike Flanagan did what he could with it. It's not a great story, honestly, but I mean, it was good. I'm sure it's better than the book, but like, he's like a really interesting horror creator though. Like, I love how he just takes like a piece of media and changes it just so intensely into his own thing. Like, even to call it like an adaptation isn't like giving like enough credit, I think, to what he does with it. Because I know we both read The Haunting of Hill House, so I'm going to assume that the official Weebs After Dark stance is that Shirley Jackson's a shit-ass writer. The book sucks.
Shit-ass is aggressive, but I was left wanting, is the way I would put it. That's the diplomatic read, right? There's the two versions.
Yeah. I mean, I love The Lottery, right? Like, I had to read that as a kid.
Yep.
And I'd be interested in reading, like, We've Always Lived in This House, I think is the name of the book by her.
I swear to God, I bought that at one point. It's just sitting there, yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching a movie adaptation of it, which, like, I don't think that was Mike Flanagan, was it?
That is today the day we find out Mike Flanagan's done like everything we love, like
everything I like,
or will like.
Did he just do it all? No, Stacy Passon. Yeah, I was gonna say it's okay. It's like it's an okay movie, but I've always wanted to see the book, or read the book. But yeah, dude, The Haunting of Hill House book. Jesus Christ. I have never been so bored with a book in my life.
I find that hard to believe, but okay.
I really can't think of one. I think because I went in with like such high expectations.
For sure.
Like, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. This is, like, what inspired... Wait, can I do this? Is it gonna let me do it? Why is it doing this?
Mm-hmm.
I've been, like, moving around with my Excel document, and it's for some reason... There we go. Perfect. It's for some reason... Like, I'll, like, move the cursor, and it's just, like the Excel window, like, it has, like, it's almost like it's tied to, like, a crane.
Sure.
And it's, like, drifting really high. It's so strange.
So you're just getting a nice, beautiful circular motion out of nowhere.
Yeah, so I was trying to split my screen, so I have, like, the winners, and then, like, the list of our choices from the Razzie, and that was just fucking stupid. Alright, anyway. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's just I don't know. It's just such a funny thing to like listen back to that episode, just hear me feel like, yeah, I don't know, it's good. Meanwhile, it's like I just rewatched. I'm like, God, this is fantastic. This is like, so good. It's such a good show.
When I have the energy for it, I could not shut up about it. But in that moment, 20 hours into a day, it's all right.
That's fine. Just put it on, Tom.
Like, I don't put it on. Let me go to bed.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about it? Just watch it. You know.
I wanted to reschedule this so bad.
As you open with that next time, because your idiot brother-in-law here is like, I don't know, man.
I just think that's so funny. Like, I'm like so tired. Do you want to reschedule? No, I'm good. Okay. Like,
I didn't read the
first. I was like too tired.
I didn't read the first half. I'll level with you.
I know. I know. It's like I was like too tired to like even push back. I was like, okay, I'll set up my mic. Like, give me a minute. Like, give me a minute. All right. So we should probably. actually start this. All right, so let's start it from. Have you seen what the winners are, or is this news to you?
It has been so long since I last checked. We're coming up probably on 5 months ago since I looked. It'll all be new again.
That was my experience going through the list when I was supposed to be working. I was like, oh, I completely forgot which one of these won and which one lost. Man, right away, really annoyed by one that I see on this list.
Okay, yeah. So elucidate for me. Where are we starting?
All right, we're gonna start from the bottom, going up on this result list, which is the exact opposite of what we did for like our thing. So it goes in the same order.
Nice.
So the first one's gonna be worst screenplay. We both chose Reagan. We were wrong.
Amazing.
And so the options were Joker, Follow the, Craven the Hunter, which I watched like 15 minutes of today.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh.
And so like I see why it was on here, but it was kind of just like, I don't know. It's like a hero movie. Like, do we expect these to ever be good? Like, it's like I put it like all the Marvel shit. I'm like, he's in a costume.
There's something really distressing and damning about a whole genre of art that you're like, do we even care do we care if it's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this for? Like, you're supposed to get it. Like, if you like it, you're supposed to get it. You know, it's like, yeah. I mean, it looks stupid, and like, I mean, like what we were saying before, I had to like stop recording for a second. Yeah, it's really just like a superhero thing. I do think the whole concept of it's really dumb, though, being like, he's a great hunter. He's also apparently kind of like an assassin. Like, the whole thing is he's like assassinating like a prison ward in the beginning. So I don't know why everyone's like, he's a tracker. Like, he seems like a killer.
Yeah.
Like, that's more, yeah, it's like, kind of seems more like what he's doing. But there was one thing that was funny. I doubt I'm gonna finish it. If I had time to watch more of it before this to talk about it, I was going to, but I actually had to like work. I was like sitting there watching it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have a call with my boss at 3. I feel like I have something done before that." Like, it's like, whoa, he's gonna be really pissed if I don't have that done. So like, the thing that's funny in the beginning is like it starts with him in a Russian prison. And he's sharing a cell with like this like, you know, Russian prisoner guy. It's like big, tough, intimidating guy. And what's so funny about though, they definitely just wanted the guy to have a really deep voice, but I guess had trouble casting someone that was like big, like huge, plus spoke Russian, plus had the depth of voice they were looking for. So you could tell they just like audio like manipulated his voice down. Mm-hmm. So he's talking, he's just like it's such like a not real pitch. It's like so strange.
Did it go as far as like the way they would do for like, we're trying to obscure someone's identity on television because they're reporting something like scary in their life? And did it get that far?
That's what I thought about. Yeah. I mean, I would say it's like not that extreme, but I thought about exactly that.
Nice.
Like it of like, you know, someone like, yeah, what are those called?
It's
the voice distorters. I can never remember the name of it.
I have no clue. I'd call it like voice distortion to secure anonymity of some kind. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I know there's like a name for the device that does it, but yeah. So yeah, definitely not good. But so then the other options for worst screenplay were Madame Web, Megalopolis, and Reagan. Mm-hmm. We were wrong with Reagan. Madame Web won worst screenplay.
Interesting.
Which to me, it's like, I think that movie sucked because of the execution.
Right.
Otherwise, it seemed like a superhero movie.
I mean,
like, I don't get.
I know, yeah. Like, thinking harder on it, like, the only reason, like, again, also, big framing question that I don't have a good answer for. Are the Razzies intending their process to be, like, it's mean-spirited, sure, but are they still trying to have some semblance of credibility for what they're trying to do, I suppose? I don't know how better to put it, but it's like, did they pick Madame Web because, like, from a, like, actual structural level that screenplay sucked, or is it just sort of, like, vibes-based, mean-spirited, it's funnier for Madame Web to beat out the rest of the field?
I feel like it's like just how much people hate the movie almost. Like, because it's like, I don't get it, because it's like, well, no, not even that doesn't even make sense though, because like the Joker was the most hated movie in the list. Like, I'd say that's the one that people were just so vocally pissed off about online. So it's like, I think, which I could even like argue that maybe the Joker screenplay is a little bit dumber than Madame Web. Like, it's like, I mean, Madame Web, it's just like, it's an origin superhero thing. It's like, how stupid could that be, really?
Right.
You know, it's like an...
Yeah, no, I vibe with that. I think just to finish so that was my framing idea. The only thing that comes to me now that would make it a worse screenplay is like, I felt during Madame Web much more of the sense of like, wait, why the fuck are we here? Happen several times. Like, we're jumping from, I forget which South American or Central American country we go to unlock the source of the spider power that she has.
Yeah,
was it
Brazil.
Was it Brazil? I swear it was like
Brazil.
I straight up don't remember. Was there an Amazon River reference? Like, that's the one thing that would sort of tie it together for me. I just fuck if I know at this point. It's so long.
I feel like it was Brazil,
but
I could be wrong.
All that aside, I can remember many moments in that movie where it feels like we are inexplicably somewhere else, and there's not necessarily like a strong continuity between a lot of what's happening.
Yeah, it does seem like you can really just pop into South America. Like,
we're materializing here. I don't know why. Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah, that is when she goes back, like, as an adult. That did seem like some stuff was missing from the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's in Manhattan, and then she's in, like, the Amazon. It's like...
That's like on its nose kind of wild, yeah. And Reagan, I remember, at least the vibe for me was... hopefully I'm accurate to myself from 6 months ago. The vibe there was more of like, I can't believe someone would write something like this. Right. It was stunning to see so much of like a shine job on someone's legacy. Like, they were really polishing that turd. That was sort of baffling that made it to a real production.
Yeah, it's like Reagan, and I remember like we talked about too with like a lot of like how jumpy it was. I actually re-listened to the Weebs episode earlier today, because I was like, I wanted to remember what we said about these movies, because I couldn't. I was like, I don't remember what we said 6 months ago. But like, yeah, we were like saying with like Reagan too, it's like, because it was like kind of, it didn't feel like editing, it felt like it was like written in a really poor way, where it's like jumping from event to event, like in a very like, this isn't helping tell the story, or it's also not like breaking up the events to keep us engaged. Right. It's like, you had him get like, what was it? It was like shot, and then in the hospital, and then like back in the hospital. Like, they kept like, it almost looked like something happened separately to him that like put him back in the hospital. Yeah. Like, it was like kind of weird with that. I remember thinking that was really strange. But I do think you're right with Madame Web. I remember, like, yeah, one of the parts too where she just like leaves them in the woods.
Oh God, yeah.
She's like, I have to protect you, and then she leaves them in the woods with like no flashlight or anything. It's just like, what? How is that helping? Like, what if the guy finds them? Like, it's just like, yeah, I didn't get that. I could see it losing. You're kind of right. The whole like jumping around scene part was really stupid. That was really stupid. Yeah, I even think about how dumb it was. How they were just like, she's like, all right, like I'm like in Brazil now. It's like, that's like a 48-hour trip.
I
like,
gotta go.
Like,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have to go for some reason and talk to these spiders.
I gotta get the lore. What happened to my mom? It's some impetus to go.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. So like, so winner, neither. Keeping that track.
Beautiful.
So we were both wrong. I think we agreed on too many of those. Our scores are gonna be pretty even.
It's okay. It's gonna be come through in the clutch with something silly, like worst actress. Someone's gonna nail that.
Yeah, I think we did have a couple with like supporting actress. I also forgot that this actress's name is FKA Twigs.
Oh,
she was the one from The Crow.
Yes, yeah. No, the musician. I never know how to pronounce that. I always say Fika in my head.
Fika?
Yeah, because that's the FKA is like the cute little initialism for formerly known as. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to call her formerly known as Twigs?
I think if you were to say it out, maybe. I have no clue, honestly.
Yeah,
But
what I
then,
liked was last time we had this conversation, you tried to look it up, couldn't find it, and we quit immediately. And we're like, all right, she's Twigs, whatever.
yeah, let's move on. I mean, for the sake of speeding things along, sometimes you have to settle on less than ideal conditions.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't know her. So the next one is the prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel. So the options for this one were The Crow,
Mm-hmm.
Joker 2,
Mm-hmm.
Kraven the Hunter, Mufasa the Lion King, which I forgot was a movie, and then Rebel Moon 2. And I do want to tell you something that really sucks with Rebel Moon.
Yes.
So after we did this, I tried to like watch the remaining movies. Like I couldn't find Argyle. Like I really just like, because I was like, I'm not signing up for Apple TV to get this. Like I really should have just probably done like the free trial. But Rebel Moon, it's on Netflix, I believe. And so I was like, oh, Rebel Moon, I should watch this movie, but it's a sequel, right? So how am I going to assess if a sequel is that bad if I haven't seen the first one?
Mm-hmm.
So I watched the first one, and it's not that interesting. I'll say it doesn't look cheap. Like, they put the money into graphics well. It's, like, visually good. It has very... I can't remember if we talked about this or not. I think we maybe talked about this in, like, the Lost Recording. It has, like... It's a sci-fi movie. Like, there's, like, the Empire. Like, the fascist space Nazis that come to your planet and they kill you to take your food. And then there's, like... There's a robot, and there's a girl who's probably, like, the one... You know, like, she's special.
You know how she looks. You know who she is. Yeah.
Right. And then there's, like, this, like, person where it's, like, they were a badass soldier, actually, for the Empire. So now they're fighting against their past. It's, like, yeah, like, that kind of shit. And, like, I watched it, and I was like, all right, whatever. Like, it's, like, a couple hours, and I was like, it's a lot of setup.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's just building the world. You can tell they really intend for Rebel Moon to be, like, an ongoing series. Like, they're definitely dumping a shit ton of money into it for it to have, like, the graphics that it had. So I was like, okay, like, that's what they're doing. And so then I watched Rebel Moon 2, the Scargiver. The Scargiver is the name of the movie. That's such a bad name. Scargiver?
They're a surgeon?
Anyway.
I don't know.
Right? Like, yeah, that's a stupid name. So I watched Rebel Moon 2, and in the first few minutes, in a very succinct way, completely describe all of the events of the first movie.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I watched these, like, back to back. Like, I just had nothing to do. I was just sitting there, and I was like, let me just, like, pop these two out. Because when we did the next recording before the Razzies, I think we did it, like, before the Razzies came out, I was going to be like, oh, like, maybe I, like, changed my answer or something like that. So, no, I watched all of Rebel Moon for no fucking reason. And then saw the movie, and the second one, I was like, this could have just been the first movie. Like, you could have kind of just done the second movie.
Jesus.
And had, like, the same intro of just being like, hey, so, you know, the Empire invaded the planet. Like, this is what happened. This person's actually, like, a soldier. They're fighting back. Like, you could have just kind of done that. You didn't have to have a whole movie. So I remember when I was looking at the results, I was like, oh, that's right, Rebel Moon. I really fucked myself with that. Like, that sucks.
So, like, there's no callback to the soldier's, like, very special canteen that's got, like, a blaster hole in it that he's patched over to remind him of near death, or, I don't know, a MacGuffin of some kind, like a special stone or a sword or a banner reference that comes up. Just nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing from the first movie that matters.
I would say, if there is, I certainly don't remember it. And, like, my experience of watching Rebel Moon 2 was, like, I was just so aware the fact that I just sat through the first movie was so pointless.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where it was, like, the first movie, like, maybe the best move would have been to just, like, really condense that shit down.
Right.
and then just put that as like a 15-20 minute like first part of the movie, and then Rebel Moon 2 take out the part where you like caught us back up and just have that together.
Yeah, kill those 3 minutes of re-explaining what just happened. Suddenly you have
right, because it wasn't even like the like catch up, the recap. It wasn't even like that short. Like they really told you what like happened in the whole first movie.
We're getting multiple shots. We're getting like swinging camera angles, someone just babbling for like 3 minutes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then the movie starts and you're like, this should have just been the first movie. Because it's like, there's more action.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the first one is just like 2 hours, or like, I want to look up how long
Oh yeah, no, please. Because what did we commit to this? And also, I don't remember if you answered this the first time, but I gotta ask now. Is Rebel Moon 2, The Scargiver, just better than Rebel Moon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it wins this category, we should be sad? Yeah. Well, okay, so did it get a sequel on a streaming platform desperate for content? Because that explains everything, right?
Well, Netflix, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they needed it. Because I'm just looking at, like, Rebel Moon 1 has, like, a 22 on Rotten Tomatoes. And it's like, yeah. Oh, my God, sorry, I forgot this guy, Charlie Hunnam. Hunnam. He's, like, he's, like, the main guy in Sons of Anarchy.
Sure. I've watched this. I've actually managed to not see a second of that.
Oh, really? I've seen, I think, maybe half an episode. So he's in it, and he's one of my favorite things ever, because they tried to do something, and it was very cute. They tried. It didn't work. But they tried to have him be, like, the love interest that actually betrays her. But literally, like, he shows up, I'm like, he's gonna fuck her over, like, immediately. And he does it, like, so quickly that it's like, yeah, of course, like, duh.
We built no tension.
It made me think, I have no reason to trust this guy. He's just a face I don't know. And he kind of looks bad, like... And it's like, sometimes, I like when they'll do that, like, as a misdirection, like, right? Like, it's like, oh, like, he looks kind of bad, but he's actually not bad. Sort of like, the fuck was his stupid name? Snape? And, like...
Sure.
Wasn't like a thing with Snape and Harry Potter? Like,
he's like yes. Alan Rickman was serving vicious, nefarious vibes, and I don't remember enough of the story to know if he was an asshole the whole time, but he turns out to be a good egg. That's all. Right.
He's actually been good the whole time, and so it's like, so they just like have this guy show up, and she kind of, if I'm not mistaken, Cora, the main character, kind of just like. She might like flirt with him in front of like her boyfriend a little bit, and then he like, or like love interest, and then like I gotta stop saying like so much, and then he betrays them. It's like, oh, he works for the Empire, and you're watching, and the feeling is just, well, yeah, like he's kind of dressed like them. That was like, like it's like he's almost,
when he was introduced, he got their mood lighting. We all saw that, right? Like
right. It was just so weird. I just look at his picture, I just remember, I'm like, oh my god, that's right. That was so fucking funny that they tried to do that, and it fell so flat. 2 hours and 14 minutes of my life spent on a movie that was perfectly recapped in like 3.
Gorgeous.
And then let's see. And then so I want to see. Oh god, I can't believe I watched both of these. All right, and then part 2. Oh, okay, part 2 got a 16 on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh my god, wait, that's right. I do remember us talking about this now, like back when we did the second recording. Because one of them is... Where is the picture of this guy? Here he is. Yeah, he's like a space Native American. Do you remember me talking about that?
Ooh.
Yeah, he's just very abbed up the whole time, and he kills someone with an animal in the beginning. There's like a thing.
Kills him with an animal.
It's like a whole thing. What's his name? Tarak, of course it is. Like, yeah, they're definitely trying to thirst trap with him, and he just looks like dehydrated. Like his abs are so cut and bulging to where it's like kind of concerning. Like, are you good, dude? But. That's right, Game of Thrones. He was in Game of Thrones for something.
Oh, okay. I might actually then be able to recall his face. You don't understand.
That's
He
what
was
it is.
he was doing the movie, and then he had a fight the next night in MMA. He's got to make the weight, so that's why he looks so
Right,
awful.
it's just doing an awful weight cut. Yeah,
Yep.
he was one of the Dothrakis. I think he's like the one who led to, what was it, in Khal Drago was like the main.
Yes, yeah, that was that Jason Momoa?
It looks like him.
Yeah, that's like one of those things where it's become such an old piece of media in my mind. It's like I'm no longer certain anymore of like
Who's who? Yeah.
that was Jason Momoa, right? Like, I'm obviously gonna fact check myself in this moment because I'm paranoid.
Yeah. So this guy's purpose is, I don't know. He's a space, like, yeah, space Indian is like really what I would call him. Like, because I can't say like Native American.
Well, because it's so much of the trope, right? Like it's
Right.
just such a caricature of something you might see in a western. You know, John Wayne strolling across the screen might be unsurprising, right? Yeah.
Exactly, it's that thing. It's like he's just kind of in tune with animals. I think he used like a lasso and a bow and arrow or something like that. Like, I don't know.
I mean, did they
goddamn
really jump down the throat of the stereotype and it was a spirit animal, not an actual literal animal that killed this person in the movie?
No, I don't think they got that heavy-handed. I think there was like a thing where he was supposed to be breaking, I mean, a space horse, essentially. It's a lot of just like, you know, space horses and these are space pigs and shit like that. Like, it's a lot of stuff like that. So he's supposed to be breaking it in, you know? They like caught it, and so because he's in tune with animals, because he's indigenous. I don't know.
Indigenous to what? I don't know.
Yeah, to what? I don't know if anyone's from this planet. Like, so it's like, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep saying Indian. So because he's an Indian, he's like in tune with these animals, and he breaks it in. And then the guy that had him is like kind of a slave. He like sicks the animal on the guy, and he gets eaten. Oh, he was a slave too, I think, at one point.
Yeah, just like
So,
kind of, you know.
he's an Indian slave horse wrangler, and so it's so stupid. Seeing his picture, I remember it's really dumb. Yeah, so that one has a 16 on Rotten Tomatoes, so I watched both of those back to back. But this is one where wait, prequel? No, nope, we're both wrong again. Damn it, I thought we got this one right. Nope, this is going down as neither. So we both picked The Crow for the worst prequel remake ripoff, which I haven't even seen The Crow, but I still think that was a good choice. The winner went to Joker 2, which the fact that Rebel Moon 2 and Craven were on this list and they didn't get it, like, that just shows the dumb bullshit.
Yeah, that's where it's like that initial question I had of like, do they care for the credibility, or are they just going for the jibes? Like, you know, we're leaning a little more towards we're trying to, you know, beat down on certain films over maybe having like a framework we're approaching this with, you know. So a little disappointing, because like, again, I think the thing that still rings true for me about Joker, folie à deux, if I'm gonna give it a half-assed effort,
Thank you.
it was a fine movie. It was okay. It was just
It's
okay.
That's what I've always said with it. It was okay.
It's just
like,
okay.
I think I gave it like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most correct score you can give it.
It's super okay. Like, it's well, again, it's okay. It's perfectly well shot. The performances are,
Yeah.
There could have been a little more for me in there that I would have liked, you know. The framing device wasn't for me. It still worked. But
It's
like,
fine.
yeah, if you for some reason made your identity that first Joker movie for whatever reason, God help you. That's my strong
Fucking
stance.
Loser.
That movie was just meh. Like, it was so. I wish it did something for me. I really do. It just did nothing. I saw that shit in theaters, and it didn't even have that, like, I don't know how you feel about movies you see in theaters, but like, if I go to a theater and I see a movie, I typically feel more strongly about it positively because I saw it in a theater environment.
I can kind of get that. I can understand a little bit too, because I think there's always like that moment of like, it's a little different than when you're at home watching it, where it's like it ends and you're like, all right, what am I putting on next? It's like the event is done. The credits are starting. Now you have to get up and leave, and you're just thinking about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, you're focused on just it. Yeah, that's why I'm actually signing up for the monthly Regal Pass.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Regal is
Nice.
like the name of our thing. It's like $21. and you get unlimited tickets.
Ooh.
And if you want to do like IMAX, and you get like discount on food and drink, and if you want to get like into IMAX or whatever, you just pay a difference. So you just pay a couple bucks, and then you get to go. Like done.
Yeah.
And
clean.
sometimes you just get free tickets to events, and they do shit where like sometimes by us they'll just be playing like Evangelion.
Hell
like,
yeah,
they'll
dude.
just so like yeah, why would you not do that? Like that's like sick. So well, because it's also like this is anyone that uses the movie theaters in DC is stupid if you don't do that. Because it was like $19 to go see Weapons.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's like if I see 2 movies, I came out ahead.
Yep. If you live in New York, you're rotten with options. Like I've got a membership to a 1 repertory theater, so I'm not going to see anything new there. They're only going to be showing old shit, but like $12 a ticket, like that is so cheap compared to what I could be throwing for any movie I want to see in theaters. Like Weapons cost me $20. I saw Eddington in theaters. That cost me at least 20. Like
right, and that's like, and then when I go too, I always end up getting like a beer.
Oh yeah,
or something
of course,
like that too. Like a tall boy of Modelo just to sip on. I had to do that for Oppenheimer, and they were really kind to me. Mm-hmm. The person was also probably just kind of bad at their job. They let me, like they realistically broke
honestly, that's probably to be celebrated in most service industry jobs. I would argue.
Oh yeah, if you break the rule around me getting alcohol, it's like hell yeah.
Oh, we're both doing well. Yes.
Yeah, I had a really happy moment the other day. I went to Chipotle and there's this kid there, and he was making my food. Never seen him there before. And I went to the one in our neighborhood that's like not quite as good as the other one. The other one tends to give you a little more food. And so I get there, and I was like, yeah, can I do a bowl? He's like, sure. He's like, what do you want? And he like fills it with rice, fills it the fuck up with both beans. And then I was like, can I get the Chipotle honey chicken? And it's just giant fucking scoop. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I was just at the gym, and like I'd done like a lot of working out, and I hadn't really had that much food. I was like, I wouldn't mind some extra protein. And I was like, hey man, could I actually do extra meat in that? And he was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And he's this giant fucking scoop of extra chicken, and then just fills it with pico and corn and red sauce. Has to like stuff it the fuck in. This thing, no joke, weighed like 4 pounds.
Oh man.
And then he didn't charge me for extra meat. And I was like, my fucking guy. Yes. That is so great. So this employee kind of did it. So at Regal, they have a pretty strict rule. Like 1 beer at a time. Mm-hmm. And you have to open it in front of them.
Okay.
Which is like annoying. Like it's like, especially because we've had it where I think Dana's kind of pulled like the my husband line before, because like sometimes like her and Alina would go and they get a drink and she'd be like, yeah, can I get this? And they're like, we can only give you, and she's like, my husband's in the theater, can I just, we're in our fucking 30s, like look at us, we're not kids. I'm not sneaking.
The bags under my eyes are telling stories. Like I'm not here to get children drunk. Like come on.
Do you see how tired I am? Like it's just like, and so this chick gave me 2 giant cans of Corona like unopened. Which, like, thank God, because I was not a fan of Oppenheimer. And I remember...
I'm just thinking how nice it would have been to be drunk through that fucking experience. Because I had a friend in town visiting. He's like, you want to go see Oppenheimer? He had seen it already, too, which is the psychotic thing, might I add. I think he wanted to bring me along for it just to, like, validate his own feelings on it. And don't worry, I was there for that. It's like, this is...
I will never sit through Oppenheimer again.
Really not for me. Yeah. No, I remember vividly seeing a joke on social media that he makes the I am become death, destroy our worlds reference post-coitus. And I'm like, there's no way. That's a bit, right? And I see it in the movie. And I warned my friend beforehand, I will be tapping you on the shoulder going, oh, pogging like a fucking little freak, because there's no way. There's no way a serious movie did that.
He says it while he's inside her.
Even better.
She picks a book. And she's like, what's this?
Yeah, mid-ride.
Like,
yeah,
Sanskrit or something.
Can you tell me
and she's like, read it to me. And then he says the line, and you're like, no way. They put that in? Like, it's so dumb. Anyone that thinks that's a smart movie is a fucking moron in my book. Like, it's fun. Here's the thing. You can think it's an important story. You can think it's an interesting story. You can think the movie was shot well and looked good visually. It's not a good fucking movie, though. Because of shit like that. It's so hard to take serious.
It ripped me out immediately. Just it becomes funny. It's too funny to be, like, I'm out, like, the whole way.
Yeah, I did laugh at a lot of lines. And, like, it is also the movie that I saw two things of. The most people walk out.
Ooh.
I've never seen that many people walk out of a movie. Like, it was probably around, like, 1 hour and 20 minutes in. Like, it was a relatively full theater.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was not that empty. It was, like, Friday night. This is right around when it came out. It was pretty full. I was watching, like, big groups get up and walk out. Like, people, you heard people go, oh, like, you would hear the sounds that you would hear throughout the audience were so funny. I was, like, sitting there laughing so much. I was sitting in between two friends. I don't know why we did that, because they're in a relationship, so I don't know why I was between them. But, like, we sat down. I was like, do you guys want to switch? They're like, no.
You're the only thing saving them from getting a little too happy in a movie, you know? Like,
right?
Yeah, a little inappropriate.
Yeah, we'll just reach over me if you need to.
Oh.
Like, it's like, but, like, so we're, like, sitting in between them. One of the friends that we were with fell asleep next to me. I heard her snoring.
Mm-hmm.
Then, oh god, so, like, this was so good. So I finished my first beer, and I forget what it was, but it's like stuff is going on, and oh god, I remember, like, the feeling of just being like, I'm so bored, and I was like, oh my god, it's like 55 minutes in. Like,
Yep.
I was like, I'm so bored, and there's so much movie left. And at one point they, like, said something. It was like some dumb thing where it might have been the, like, no, it couldn't have been the best salesman science. I think it was like when he was, like, still in college, and he's, like, having his dreams where he's like, oh, particles. Like, remember his, like, nightmares about particles?
Yes. I thought that was one of the most visually interesting things about the movie.
It was visually great, but the concept of having a nightmare about, like, particles is so stupid. And, like, and, like, the way he's, like, picturing it too, it's like, but you didn't have, like, an electron microscope. You don't know what that looks like. Like, it's like you just know these things as, like, theoretical dots on a piece of paper, but whatever. And I just remember being like, and just, like, someone started laughing, and I was like, that was a good audio clip of that. But then one of the absolute funniest things I've ever experienced in a crowd. So it was the most people walking out. It was the most people falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen so many people fall asleep. And we were, like, kind of high up, and I could see people, like, laying back, just, like, out during the movie. And the guy behind me fell asleep. And it's during the atomic bomb scene. And so it's, like, the big detonation.
Mm-hmm.
It's the thing that literally I was like, all right, let me just fucking see it, right? Like, they're going to put money into it. It's going to look good.
Yep.
So, like, let me just see it. And the thing, like, goes off. It's like, and you see the flash, and it goes to person. And then Oppenheimer's like, I'm totally death now. And the guy behind me, just as it's, like, the rumbling of the mushroom cloud is, like, kind of going silent here. Just this big snore. Like, right? I started laughing so hard. I was crying laughing. Because I was like, that is the most, like, perfect comedic timing.
Yeah,
like,
you can't beat that shit.
Just the fact that happened. But, I don't know. I forget how we got onto that.
Well, we started with what makes for a bad movie, and then...
Oh, yeah.
And then why, yes, are we beating down? And honestly, now the only question I'm left with, after we have settled on apparently the worst sequel, per the Razzies, is Joker Folly I Do. Did Oppenheimer wind up on the Razzies list the year it came out? I don't care to check right now. I personally would have put it there.
When did it come out? 2023?
It feels like a 23, yeah.
23. All right, let's just see. I'm gonna say it didn't, dude. People
for sure.
jerking this movie off. All right,
Yes.
so Razzie. So it's Razzie 2024 list. Then it would be right.
I wish I was more intimately acquainted with how they do their award season. Alas, I'm not. I would imagine it would be that, yeah.
I think it would be right. All right, I just need to see.
Because honestly, if the Razzies want to, like, gain a little credibility in my eyes, like, throwing that shit on there would definitely bump it up a notch. Because
Yeah, if you're just
Come on,
honest
man.
about the fact that it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, it's... this is just, like, for, like... I love that the Razzies has, like, such a bad website. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. Like,
Yeah, who's the community for the Razzies anyway? I have no clue. They keep doing it. They're having fun doing it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, wait, 2024. Okay, so this is. So what if I do 2023 in the search? Because I thought it would be for the following year. That's when Blonde won Worst Picture. Jared Leto got Morbius. Wow, that was a bad year for movies.
It's morbing time, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, they really morbed it up. Tom Hanks got Worst Supporting Actor in Elvis. Oh, that's right. He was really bad in it. I remember seeing clips of it. I didn't see the movie, but I saw clips of Tom Hanks acting. He was really bad.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, wait, here we go. Perfect. 2023 list. I don't think that Oppenheimer got onto it.
So it goes.
Disney's Pinocchio, Good Morning, King's Daughter, Morbius. Pete Davidson. Oh, God.
Pete.
Pete. Jurassic. Why did they use a different font? That's weird.
Have you ever heard of Fun, maybe?
Just having a good time. Sorry. Yeah, nah, it doesn't look like it got on. I know it's like a movie people really jerked off. Like, and disliking it was, the less popular opinion. But it was so funny, too, because when I was with the two people, or a couple, it was like, one of them, she hated it. She was kind of on my side. She was like, it's not good. And I remember even, like, we had a party once where, like, everyone was talking about it. And I was like, it's terrible. I was like, it's a bad movie. Like, it's not a good movie. It's well done. It's not well done. It's, like, stupid. I was like, yeah, there's good shots, but there's also too many shots. Like, they could have really edited it down, like, a lot.
Yes.
The scene of him trying to find his classroom. Like, are you serious? Like, you show him outside of the building, looking up and around and confused. Like, dude, you think your classroom is like above the building? Go inside. And then he's like walking through one hallway and looking around, confused and unsure of where he's supposed to go. Then he's in a stairwell, confused and unsure. Up, dude, you go up. And then like it's like you go up to the next floor. He just approaches everything with such curiosity. And then he's in the right hall, and then he gets it, and then he opens the door. You could have cut like 10 minutes right there. Like, it's the scene of him looking for his classroom. I remember sitting there, being like, "Are they fucking still showing this? Like, what is he looking for? Like, they're numbered, dude. The doors are numbered. You're a physicist. Count it." Oh God, it was so bad. Yeah, with what you're saying though. The Razzies do seem like they're just mean. Mm-hmm. It just seems like that's the whole point of it.
Yep.
So now so we're both wrong on that. Neither one of us has gotten anything right. Did one of us get it right for this one?
Let's find out. What's the category?
Screen combo. So this is, I remember the one where we really talked about it. We were like, this is so stupid the way they write their nominations. For worst screen combination, any two obnoxious characters, but especially Jack Black, in Borderlands. Any two unfunny comedic actors, in quotes, from Unfrosted. The entire cast of Megalopolis, which, I don't know, that's just it's a bad movie. Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga in Joker 2. Or Dennis Quaid in Penelope Ann Miller in Ronnie and Nancy, in Reagan. Mm-hmm. Really dyslexia'd my way through that list.
You survived. That's the important thing.
Barely. All right, so my pick was Dennis Quaid and Penelope Ann Miller. Mm-hmm. That was what I thought was going to be worst screen combo because I just felt they had no charisma together.
Yep. Very fair.
Get down, Luna. Why are you being so bad? I swear, it's fucking cat. So I thought they had absolutely no charisma together. I thought she was a bad actor, and this stupid role. You had Borderlands. The combination of Lilith plus anyone.
Yes. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Kate, but holy shit, Miss Blanchett, that was tough.
Yeah, which I did like that we had the conversation where I was hopeful, but it wasn't true. We looked it up when we did the first recording, though. We were really hoping that Tar and Borderlands got released in the same year.
Yes, yeah. Just because, and then that, I guess, I remember because I really want to know what is the ideal, heaven and hell. It doesn't have to be the
Right.
same year, but I want to know like the best movie someone's ever been in and performed in, and then immediately follow it up with like the worst piece of shit anyone could ever imagine them being in.
Just like an absolute tank of a
Because
performance,
like
right?
Tar and Borderlands, if they're sequential in her filmography, I'd feel very good about that being like the best possible heaven hell combo. But obviously, I haven't done the
Yeah.
research. I'm actually gonna find out
I
right
mean, the
now.
thing is,
Yeah, go.
it could have been. Yeah, while you're looking it up, it's like it could have been, because the Borderlands movie, it came out. What was it? 2000. I mean, God, we're doing the list for it. 2024. That movie was in production for 9 years. So she was realistically, I think, working on Borderlands before and then after Tar. Like, that should kind of bother you. I think, like, it's just
It
like,
disturbs me. Maybe the pain of Borderlands helped make Tar so punchy.
yeah. She, like, really just had to, like, get it. It was, what's it called? Not aperitif. When you have it in between, it's like a cocktail that you have in between.
It's escaping me.
Intermezzo? Intermezzo?
Okay,
Is
sure,
that
sure,
it?
sure. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
The only thing that's coming to mind is amuse bouche, which is like a tiny little taste of something, I think. And for those keeping track at home, sadly, I'm looking via Wikipedia because I don't know. I would prefer that to IMDb for this shit. Tar and Borderlands have 5 credits between them. Although 3 of those are voice acting. So if you're feeling a little biased against only lending your voice, we might have some sort of conversation. But sadly, it's a lot of movies between. This is a long story short.
Unfortunately, she gets work.
She gets a lot of work. She's very fucking good.
She is. I know. It just really makes you wonder, like, what happened in this movie? Like, oh my god, I'm so annoyed I can't pull it up. I'm pretty sure it's Intermezzo. Yeah, I don't think she, like, wanted to be there. I think she got paid a lot. I remember saying to Dana when she first agreed to it that it had a very, like, old Hollywood feel, where I feel like she was kind of forced into it in order to get something else. Like, I think.
Yeah. The one for you, one for me kind of deal.
Right. Like, I think they were like, hey, we need a big name on this project. And she was like, okay, but if I do this, then I get to do something that I want to do. Like, it's kind of one of those. It felt like very, like, fulfilling a contract. Because, Jesus Christ, she was awful in it. But no, you were actually also not correct on that one. And I think you really could have had that, especially with like her and Tiny Tina. Like, we were talking about that, like, just god awful editing made no sense with their relationship. No, worst screen combo, Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga.
All right, we're 3 categories in. I feel like we've solved the Razzies. We're punching down. We're swinging for the fences on certain movies, and that's it.
It's just to be mean. That's it. Like, you cannot criticize those two together. They, like, to say Dennis Quaid and Penelope Miller had more charisma together than Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga is fucking insane.
Yeah, and like, even if we reduce it to something like, what if your framework is simple as I'm having negative fun watching what's in front of me? Gaga plus Joaquin on screen and Joker does not even come close to what the fuck you had to suffer through with Reagan when you saw him and his on-screen wife trying to talk to each other. They're not even comparable.
Yeah.
It sort of it beggars belief that Joker is even in the same category as most of these movies. Like, again, it's just public outrage is ridiculous in forcing what is a fine movie into this fucking group. It's crazy.
Right. And it's like, and then especially too, because like I remember at the end of the first Weebs episode we did, I really like ranted about Jerry Seinfeld for like 15 minutes, because right before we had watched it, right before we recorded, I watched Unfrosted.
Yep, I remember this.
And I talked about how he was such like a labor to put up with being on screen. It was such a lift from everyone in every scene, because you can tell everyone's trying so goddamn hard
to act,
and it's just
there's Jerry,
yeah, and there's Jerry, the fucking director, writer, and star of this movie, and it's like, I mean, even with like that movie, it's like it's a bad movie, but like maybe it would have been better with someone else as the lead. He just has no charisma with anyone,
Mm-hmm.
with like a single person. And I think I don't know, it adds up. I've always heard that he's like a huge piece of shit. I've heard he's like a very dicky person, and like other comedians have come out and said like opening for him wasn't always the great because he was kind of mean. Like, you know, he's like not a very kind guy. And you know, it's like and like that makes sense too. Like it's just like he just seems kind of like a selfish piece of shit, really likes himself a lot. And he's just talentless. Like he's just such a like even his stand-up's like not that good. And it's just like he's just such a bad actor to say that like because what's her name? Melissa McCarthy?
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy, yeah.
Yeah. Watching the two of them, dude, it is like she at times I feel like it's almost like she's looking at him like, dude, give me something. Like, come on. Like play off of each other.
Your
like,
scene partner is
like,
basically a cardboard cutout, you know? Like, what are you supposed to
Yeah.
do with that as a professional? I
He's-
can't imagine.
just standing there, blank faced, no expression, mouth hanging open, and just like
I think I saw him eat a fly once. Didn't even flinch.
just
flew right in.
just swallowed it. Like, I mean, it's just fucking insane. Like, so like, god damn it, I hate this. So far, we are both at a perfect 0.
Honestly, it's an honorable 0. If I was right about any of those, if I just picked Joker for everything, I'd be better off right now. Who would that say?
Yeah.
What would that say about me as a person? Which is what this is
with
really
no
supposed to do.
integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I mean, come
You
on,
know-
we're trying to make a career out of this. But like,
It's okay. Take me to the next category. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm hopeful I'll get at least one. That is the only hope.
all right, let's see how this plays out for you. So, director
Okay.
is the next one.
Great.
So you have S.J. Clarkson for Madame Web.
Mm-hmm.
You have Francis Ford Coppola for Megalopolis.
Mm-hmm.
You have Todd Phillips for Joker 2.
Natch.
Eli Roth for Borderlands, and then Jerry Seinfeld for Unfrosted. I will give Jerry Seinfeld the directing was not the problem with this movie. The concept writing and acting was, but not the directing. Like, it's thrown together just fine. It actually moves okay. It's like structured perfectly fine. So he didn't get that. For my choice, I had Eli Roth from Borderlands, just because being a Borderlands fan, a fan of the game, I followed this production process for years. I would always, like, Google would always recommend articles about it. Like, I was always, like, looking into it and everything like that. And I think literally every problem that they had was because of him, because he was involved in the writing, the casting, story structure, the edits.
Yep.
Like, I mean, Lionsgate almost fired him like multiple times.
I feel like when you also this is also the movie where the screenwriter asked for his name to be taken off, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
That seems like you should fire the director too. I mean, I don't think we have to conjure that up again. I just want to make sure this was the movie I was thinking of for that.
yeah, I'm trying to remember, like, I'm just curious about, like, what the guy, oh, whatever, I'm not gonna pull it up now, but, like, yeah, so the guy who, like, wrote the original Borderlands script, and this is, like, we talked about the first time, he is the guy he's written multiple successful things. He's a very talented writer, and his most, like, recent, big, famous, successful thing, even though it was a couple years ago, was The Last of Us HBO TV show.
Yeah.
He wrote the majority of it. That is regarded as probably, and I would have to agree with what I saw of it. I saw most of it. I never got around to finishing it. But it's, like, literally a perfect adaptation of the game.
Yes. Yeah.
Captures the tone and does what it should do, retells a popular story. And it's so, like, really well done. So you can tell the guy's competent. And a big thing he talked about, like, with his craft is when he writes adaptations of something, especially a video game, he engages with the game and the makers of it. So he would talk to, like, the developers, he would talk to fans, and he played the fuck out of Borderlands games because he wanted to get, like, this is so popular. What about this is popular? Why do people have tattoos of these characters? You know, it's like, if you can tap into that, this can be a good movie. And it's like the Borderlands games, they're really, it's a story structure, it's a hero's journey, it's really designed to be a movie. You can make that a movie. Like, of course, I I play the games for the shooting and the guns. I don't particularly like care that much about it. But yeah, he wrote it. Eli scrapped it and put together his thing. And the dude was like, "This, don't want my fucking name on this." And it's like $100 million movie. And he was like, "This is so bad. Take my name off of it." The casting, he insisted on Kevin Hart being Roland. And because of him reshaping the story where it's all these old women, he's now casting Lilith, the 22-year-old, with 58-year-old Kate Blanchett. Like, what are you doing? Like, so, to me, it was like, it has to be Eli Roth. Like, it has to be. I was like, I didn't understand how, because it's like he destroyed it from the ground up. You know, Lionsgate. I still want to see what the movie was before the reshoots that Lionsgate forced. That's what I want to know. When they did 2 years of reshoots before, because it was like ready after 7 years, which is already insane. And then they screened it and they were just like, no way is that ready to go out. And then seeing what they did release, I'm like, what the hell was the previous thing?
Yeah, I guess it's the special privilege of Lionsgate's executives where they get to carry that burden with them until the day that they die. Like, only they will know that for
Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, God, that's gotta be like the most fun part about being an executive. You get to see like the bad shit, like all of Spielberg's bad takes and shit like that. What the hell is this?
As much as as fun as it is to dunk on the money people for basically not knowing anything about art, it can be. There's some solace in thinking. There's not solace. I can imagine a bit of sympathy coming from me for the poor executive at Lionsgate who spent $100 million on a movie.
Yeah.
After 7 years, $100 million, troubled production the whole way, seeing the edit and going, oh my fucking God, we can't let this go out. We have to fix this. We have to do reshoots. Signing up to spend more money, 2 more years of time, and then having Borderlands come out.
Yeah.
How do you just not like... I'm not going to go too dramatic. How do you not just like quit everything in that moment? Like, what's left to believe in? Yeah, what's left to believe in?
Like, you're like, dude, come on. Like, yeah, you're probably not the world's greatest director, but you're like, people know your name. You should be able to do a better job than this.
Yeah, it's like, we got Eli Roth to do this. Like, why'd this happen? And you just got to get like incredibly zen about it, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta just accept that's part of the industry. But like, it makes me think of too, like, just, I think it was like Randy Pitchford, because like he went all psycho on Twitter when the movie came out and it's getting really negatively received.
Yep.
And he was just like going off, and I loved at one point too, like somebody was like saying in the comments, they were like, dude, Borderlands 2 is famous for having potentially one of the best like action hero stories. It's got Handsome Jack, which is like, I consider to be one of the most 3-dimensional villains in like the history of video games. He's such a good villain because like you can understand his motive. He's kind of right. Like, he's a dictator trying to take over an extremely chaotic, dangerous place to bring order. It's like, yeah, he's like not totally wrong. Like, you know, it's like, and Randy Pitchford's like, what? Would you guys have just wanted a movie adaptation of Borderlands 2? And then it got like 13,000 responses of people just being like, yes. And he's like, well, no, that's stupid. And then people kept just posting images from the Last of Us TV show because they were like, yes, we do just want what was in the game. We just wanted to see it cinematically. And that's got to especially dig at Eli Roth, that the guy whose script he trashed and changed and quit and pulled his name off then went and did what they didn't want to do, where he just did an honest like adaptation. And it's considered like the best video game adaptation, The Last of Us. Like, that's insane. The timing of that's so funny.
Yep.
Like, that's because that was years later. Like,
big salt in the wound for them, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that was a bad one. But your pick was S.J. Clarkson for Madame Web.
Nice. I actually was gonna guess that's what I picked because
you really hated that movie.
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't even conjure because I watched these in a fucking fugue state. It feels like because I just I railed these out, no end in sight. It felt like, that still to this day, if I had to pick again, I'd lock it in. So let's see where do the Razzies take us?
Well, I do want to say too, I remember listening back to this, you almost convinced me so easily to go with this is the choice when you really walked through how poorly made Madame Web was. I was like, that's a strong argument. Like,
Man.
Especially the sound. You kept focusing in on how bad the sound editing was.
Yeah. I just the main villain, just like everything was ADR in such awkward ways. Like, it's okay, it's all right. Let's release me from my my excitement. I need to know. Did I get it right?
Francis Ford Coppola, Megalopolis.
All right. Well, fuck me.
We both got that wrong so far.
A movie I have to go to a theater to see it, and I don't know where it's screening. Cool, man. Thanks.
I want to do it. I'm gonna do it honestly when he does it. Like,
it'd be cool to do together. If he
if you can come down.
Yeah, if we can make that happen, I'd love to make that happen. Just because I feel like it might be one of those things where it will take him dying for it to come out to broader release, and his estate's like maybe we'll make a buck with a Blu-ray release or Netflix streaming rights or something like that, but. Till then, yeah, it's probably gonna be a theater-only experience.
Is he like brilliant too? Because it's just like I'll buy it, dude. I'll purchase this.
I know, yeah. I'm actually desperate enough to see it where it's like I will throw money at it. Not like months worth of Netflix just to watch it once. Sure, fine.
Absolutely,
so it's a movie theater ticket, right?
And then he's just like, I gotta turn on the light. It's getting so dark in here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, that's slightly better. It's still really dark in here.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think, but, like, what we were saying about, like, the money guy, the whole thing, like, with the previous section, with, like, Eli Roth, and how it sucks to be the money guy. Going back and watching the Weebs episode, we did talk about how Francis Ford Coppola in his career has probably been most fucked by not having a money guy.
Yeah.
It's like, he's just so bad with money, and then just even it's like, dude, come on, it's like you have this movie and streaming networks are saying they'll pick it up and you go, no, we're gonna go on a movie theater tour. It's like, that's gonna make like no money. Like
the beautiful thing for Coppola has got to be that he has probably made enough that he doesn't ever have to worry about making another dime. So and for a guy that's had this happen with not one but two movies, right? Like this happened once before with One from the Heart, which is like,
yeah,
he financed that whole fucking thing and it flopped, sadly. I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's probably fine. It's a Vegas-related musical, I want to say. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
It's Vegas-related for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah,
and
but
it's like, yeah, that one flopped really bad.
And here's your passion project just getting shit all over. Like, it's tough out here.
And with this, he's like gone bankrupt like so many times. Like,
isn't it funny that you can go bankrupt multiple times and still have enough to throw hundreds of millions of dollars at a movie that people hate? Sadly.
Well, then, like, it's so sad that, like, it's like he went bankrupt multiple times, and I get, like, his artistic integrity, and I get that he's trying to create, like, a community of artists that get to make, like, what they want to make and everything like that. But then it's like, dude, okay, towards the end of your life, you started a vineyard, like a wine company, and it became so successful. It made him so much money. Like, it made him, like, ultra wealthy. And then he sold it to make Megalopolis. Like, that's just sad. That's like, dude, you need someone helping you with money. Like, he's obviously such an artist where he's just like, it's all about the output. The project is what matters. And it's like, bro, you just wasted like $150 million. Like,
I'm not taking that. Where am I taking that when I'm dead, you know?
Yeah, like, what are my grandkids going to use that to pay for college when I'm dead? It's like, yeah, maybe. Like, that's like, that could have gone to charity.
Do you think?
Or like you could.
Do you think he's a doting grandfather?
Yeah, he loves his kids.
Okay.
He seems like he's really his kids. Well, I didn't realize this. So Francis Ford Coppola always got criticized for Godfather 3 of putting his daughter in it.
Yes.
You know, that's a big thing he's criticized. Do you know who she is? She made one of my favorite movies.
It's Sophia, right?
Yeah, she made Lost in Translation.
Hell yeah, girl. Yeah, no, she's a very good director.
Yeah, it's like she's very talented. So it's just like, and he was like very involved with that project, and like she's like said, like, you know, she's like wouldn't be a filmmaker if it wasn't for him, and like, so like I feel like he's like a giver, and just his nature of always supporting artists. It's like, bro, you could have donated that money to like film schools. You could have, taken $10 million and just funded like 8 different small budget movies and just see what comes out of it. I don't know, man. Don't sell your majority hold in your very successful wine company. Like, I don't know. It's just sad.
It's sad. I mean, to me, the thing that the real sad part of this to me, and the sad dimension of this will always be that it's a passion project, which means he has been so deeply invested in making this happen for so many decades, and it's just so poorly received. Like, that's what hurts. Like, I deeply hope he is satisfied with the output, and I hope I get to see it someday just to say, hey, you meant this for an audience. I got to be part of the audience. Like, I hope to be that someday just for the sake of, like, I don't know, there's some good karma in my brain when that happens. But holy shit, like...
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like, I'm just looking up, like, screenings for it. It's almost like if someone brings something to, oh my god, is it going to be playing in Silver Spring, Maryland? Really?
How many weeks out?
Oh. September 5th?
That's literally this week. Week from today.
Okay, wait. It also might be like a 6. Get the fuck out, really?
We've lost
it's only
green.
AFI Silver Theater and Culture Center, 6:45. Does this have tickets available? Okay, I'm just marking this real quick. When we're done recording, I'm going to absolutely try to see if I can get tickets for that. Dana, we're going to see Megalopolis. She's like, I don't want to.
Honey, it's our date night.
Yeah, and your brother's there.
Oh, man. And I'll get to sit between you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yes, we get to repeat that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. Wow, I can't believe I feel excited that I might get to see Megalopolis. But, like, yeah, it makes me feel like if, like, a coworker brings something to a potluck and no one's taking it, you have to take some. You have to. It's terrible not to. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, that's what I feel like about with, like, watching Megalopolis. It is just so sad, too. At the end of his career, it's just such a fucking weak note.
Yep.
And, like, he's made so many good movies, dude. He's been really successful with other things. Like, ugh, that's so sad. I just, like, even, like, one thing that's surprising, I remember it was at a party, and someone brought up Megalopolis, and they were, like, talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's, I don't know, I was like, I might see it. I was like, the trailer looks like it's visually kind of interesting, and like even like this one chick I told you about where like she kind of studies Francis Ford Coppola and she makes documentary series on YouTube about him and his works and shit, 'cause he's a fascinating story. So like it's just so sad that like this has erased so much of his like legacy, because I remember being at a party and I didn't know it was Francis Ford Coppola, right? I didn't know it was made by him. I just knew this movie, Megalopolis, was coming out. And one of our friends was like, oh, I don't want to really see that. It sounds like such a stupid thing and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't know. I was like, it doesn't sound good. I was like, early reception seems pretty bad. And like, I remember being in a movie theater and I was in the bathroom and a viewing of Megalopolis got out. And it was literally just a crowd of people walking out making fun of it.
Oh,
it was insane to listen to. Everyone's like, what the fuck was that? Like, they were like, this is so stupid. Like, and then like one guy was like, yeah, like what he's describing, like, make a city of like the best engineers and the most developed and the biggest businesses. Yeah, Manhattan. Like, and it's like people were just like roasting it. And I was like, oh, this poor guy. I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of curious about it. And our friend goes, no, dude, it's like some weird thing where it's like this guy wanted to make a movie his whole life, but like he like owns a wine company, so he sold it to make it. And it's like, he's such an accomplished director.
That is
and people just immediately forget. Like, it's just like,
that is so tough.
He had no business making a movie. It's like, his business is making movies.
That would be the craziest thing to say. Holy shit.
I know, he's done such good movies. It's, yeah, what a wide range. I mean, talk about your heaven or hell in terms of director. Like, all right, so we're on to supporting actress.
Delightful.
And I will say, exciting news, one of us finally has a winner.
Woo!
So we did it. So we got Ariana DeBussy for Argyle and Craven the Hunter. She's nominated for both. I also love that the Razzies lets you nominate for multiple. You're like, no, they were equally shit in both those movies.
No, we gotta call it out. Yes, celebrate.
Yeah, it's good. Gotta be said. Leslie Ann Down as Margaret Thatcher and Reagan. Emma Roberts in Madame Web.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Schumer in Unfrosted.
Mm-hmm.
And Twigs in The Crow.
Great.
You picked... Wait, what? Is this a different name? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I skipped a space because I already wrote in the winner. You picked Twigs.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you remember this, but this was one of the funniest things in the first recording.
Yep.
Was you talked for so long about your reasoning for picking Twigs. And you were like, well, I feel like she was like probably in the movie long enough throughout it where she delivered a consistently bad performance,
Yep.
kind of like start to finish.
Oh, yeah.
And she's more justified than all these people that were barely in these movies.
Yep.
Like Leslie Ann Down or Emma Roberts. You're like, Twigs is actually probably a pretty key component of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, so that's your pick? You're like, yeah. I was like, yeah, main complaint is she dies too quickly.
Yep.
It's like,
Got it in one, baby.
like, it was... Like, going back, I was really enjoying listening to that conversation. Because, my God, that was such a funny fucking detail.
Perfect.
Like, I just feel like she was definitely, like, in it for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I can be confident about, having not seen the movie. And my pick was Amy Schumer for Unfrosted.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like... Yeah, she was not good. She was really bad. I would say that her and Jerry Seinfeld probably should have won worst like pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I have a burp because I was just like drinking coffee. They should have probably, because their scenes together, it's like they're both delivering in such an oddly like a different poor way. Like Jerry Seinfeld just can't act.
Right.
So you're just watching him not act. It's not that he's not acting well. He's just not acting. He's just saying shit on screen. And then Amy Schumer is trying to act, but she's not good at it. So it's just like she's like emoting strangely and her facial expression. Like it was just a whole thing. She's just trying to play like this like conniving business bitch. And it's like, even though I've, from everything I've read about her, she's a pretty big bitch, but like she just didn't play it well. It was just not really great. But yeah, Amy Schumer won that one. So I locked in. We finally have someone on the board, and it's
Hell
me.
yeah.
Thank God. So angry if it wasn't me.
I mean, if I could go back and recenter my brain on just pick a particular punching bag and remember cultural punching bags, I feel like Amy Schumer is in a category. She's probably going to win just because the culture's been against her for... it's got to be tough being her. I want to say over a decade at this point.
It's a while.
Yeah.
Like, everyone really did turn on her. Like, that. I remember that, like, becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And there was, like, the shift where she was, like, the breakout comic, and then everyone was like...
It was...
Because so many people...
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, you go ahead. I was going to say it's roughly around the release of Trainwreck, which I don't remember when that was, but I feel like that was sort of the inflection point for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with Trainwreck, it was just, like, her character was so unlikable, and I do think that, like, the funniest thing about Trainwreck was probably the two funniest performances weren't from Bill Hader and Amy Schumer. It was from John Cena and LeBron James.
Right.
Like, that is... So, like, that speaks so poorly to you that the two athletes were funnier than these two people in, like, the peak of their comedic career.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bill is always peaking. That will be my take until the day I am dead.
I mean, I'm a huge Bill Hader fan.
He's
but,
always,
like,
no, John. He is always peaking.
He's
He's only begun.
Got a little shit coming out of his ass. He's just always turtling
every single time. That's why he's so good. That's why he's got that such strong nervous energy whenever he needs it.
Just always pinching one.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I mean, I can really like love Bill Hader, but yeah, she was just like not that great in it, and it's just like I think it's because she played an unlikable character, and then a lot of shit started coming out with her too, where like other comics came out and they were just like, she's so up her own ass, and like that whole thing of being like, when she plays the character and she's like, well, I'm rich and successful, it's like she's actually like that. Like, she does view herself as being very above other people. Like, that's... I remember one of the saddest things I ever saw was a video where this guy was performing at, like, kind of like a... I mean, it was a pretty big place, but, like a theater in kind of like a smallish town or whatever. And it's his first big major performance, and it's being recorded. I don't even remember what the guy's name was. But he was starting to kind of make it, and this is, like, his hometown. His, like, friends and family are there. This place is being recorded. And she comes up on stage during his performance and just like takes the mic so she can like try some bits out, and then like gives the mic, and he just doesn't like know what to do, and he just like lets her have the microphone in the middle of his act. And then she just starts like going, and she was very like, it's me, Amy Schumer, isn't this like a great surprise for everyone? And the whole audience is kind of like, what? Like, why did you just do that to this kid? Like, it's like this young kid who's like starting out, and he's like starting to have a break, and he's, it was just such a weird thing. And I remember after seeing that, I was just like, yeah, she's a bad person. Like, you have to be a bad person to do that to somebody.
Yes. Yeah, that's a intense way to just cut in and butt in.
But, yeah, to literally just, like, take the mic from him was fucking crazy. Like, and then I got to see her bomb once. I did see her bomb. They were recording it for TV.
Oof.
And they did not air it. She was, like, really drunk and, like, sloppy on stage.
Yikes.
And I was like, this is bullshit. They made everyone take their hats off because they're recording it for TV. And she comes out, like, hair fucked up. Like, it was, like, not good. She just kept, like, trying to hit on the security guard. It was really awkward. Yeah, so couldn't have happened to a worse person. We're up to supporting actor now.
Yes, we are.
So with this one, let's make a note here. Supporting actor. Jack Black, voice only, obviously, for Borderlands. Kevin Hart for Borderlands. Shia LaBeouf, I remember we talked about this, specifically when he's in drag for Megalopolis.
Mm-hmm.
Tahar Rahim from Madame Web. And John Voight from Megalopolis. And also Shadowland and Stranger. I don't even know what that movie is. I'm just gonna throw that in my search bar so I can look at that later. Like, John Voight is such a curious person.
Yeah. For the longest time, I knew him for just two things: Midnight Cowboy and being Angelina Jolie's estranged father. That's it.
Yeah, I like when he tried to do like he was trying to pretend like they weren't estranged, and he was like at a red carpet thing, so he went to like say happy birthday to like the grandkid, and he got the name wrong.
Oh yeah.
It's like that is the most like estranged father thing to do. Like, it is so fucking perfectly on brand. All right, so for this one, you had for worst supporting actor, you had Tahar.
Yep, I really hated what happened in Madame Web. Yeah.
Yeah, you really. I know. Looking at this, you really did not like Madame Web, and then going back and listening too, you had some good rants, which I didn't disagree with. And supporting actress, I had Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kevin Hart for me was primarily a casting issue.
Yeah, and that really came through. Like, there's you had expectations for the character of Roland, that it's someone who only played one Borderland and does not care a single lick about it. Was like, sure, why not?
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, just I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. That was it.
Oh, yeah, it's just like he's supposed to be this big stoic soldier. But now that I'm looking at that, I do think that's kind of a bad choice for me. Because it's more of a casting issue. Yeah, and I'm not going to make you run back through your issues to here. We were both wrong. It was John Voight. I'm not even kidding the way this is written, for both Megalopolis and Reagan and Shadow and Strangers. He won for 3 movies. That's like, what is the Razzies even?
I don't know, man. I'm no longer in a position where I want to invest intellectually in trying to figure out what they're doing here. That's, you know what? It's okay.
He won 1 award for 3 movies.
Does he get 3 awards? I doubt it. Do they put all 3 names on the award? Who knows?
I just need to know their process. Yeah, I just never realized the Razzies. Like, I thought it would be like, okay, here's the thing. I would think the Razzies would be really stupid and shitty when it like started, even though it's been around for like 45 years at this point or something like this. This is like the 44th or 45th one. So it's like it's been around. And it's just like you guys didn't get it together yet? Like I like it's like really you don't have like kind of like a more tight process. Like I get whatever if you pick shit off of mostly being dicks, like that's fine, but it's, I don't know, it's just weird to me. I just got so anxious that I wasn't actually recording. I just had to like double check. I would have killed myself. Yeah, all right, so yeah, Kevin Hart, Borderlands, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's right, I didn't actually read it. Yeah, so supporting actress Jon Voight, he won the 3. All right, so we're on to actress, worst actress.
Great. Leading ladies. Let's go.
Yeah, so this one for leading lady. Yeah, they should really use that. It just says actress. It doesn't say like worst or best or like leading lady or anything. So yeah, who won being an actress? So we both had the same choice for this one. Mm-hmm. Cate Blanchett, Borderlands. I don't see how you pick anyone over her. So the options are Cate Blanchett, Borderlands, Lady Gaga, Joker 2, Bryce Dallas Howard and Argyle, Dakota Johnson and Madame Web, and Jennifer Lopez and Atlas. The winner was Dakota Johnson. We both got that wrong.
Incredible.
You can at least take some solace in the fact that you were again right. That Madame Web is a really shitty movie.
The solace is immediately undercut by the fact that I've been Madame Web heavy so far. In the one category they finally give it out, I am astray.
I know, that sucks. You could have gotten it. But I think you were honestly right with that choice, though, because I don't think Dakota Johnson's acting was necessarily the problem with Madame Web.
Yep.
It was more how it was put together, and it's like not edited well, not filmed well, the sound was bad.
That was just Dakota Johnson, yeah. That was her doing her with what she had.
She just did lines, dude. I'm still shocked that like supporting actress that Sydney Sweeney wasn't nominated for it.
That doesn't
like
surprise me.
I mean, yeah, I guess she's like so popular. I just hated her in that. But like, yeah, going back and like looking at the list though, it's just like I don't know how anyone picks anyone over Cate Blanchett. On to the next one. Worst actor. We're almost done. Jesus Christ. Worst actor. The options were Jack Black, Dear Santa, Zachary Levi, Harold and the Purple Crayon, Joaquin Phoenix for Joker 2, Dennis Quaid and Reagan, and Jerry Seinfeld in Unfrosted.
Mm-hmm.
We both picked Jerry Seinfeld in Unfrosted, which I like that you did, having not seen the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was just so angry about it that it convinced you that there was like no way someone else would have gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of them where I saw all of the movies and I was very confident that Jerry Seinfeld was the worst one. Least deserving on the list, I'll say Joaquin Phoenix. Then like Jack Black and Zachary Levi are tied. The only one who, in my opinion, could have beat Jerry Seinfeld is Dennis Quaid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to say that we were both right. Jerry Seinfeld won Worst Actor for Unfrosted. So fucking deserved.
Hell yeah.
Just absolute crap. And then we are on to Worst Picture.
I love being on the board. I walked out of this with one, baby. That's all I care about.
You did get exactly one. We did. You tied me on one. Yeah. So it's like you did get that. And then there's Worst Picture. Options are Borderlands, estimated 100+ million. I like that it doesn't say.
I think that's a budget.
It actually costs.
Yeah. Oh, I see. They were actually going for budget there. Okay.
Yeah. So that's that. That doesn't even count like marketing too, which is like, what is marketing on movies? Typically like 20 to 60% of the budget, like in addition.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
That feels accurate, but I'm not certain.
Yeah, I remember I was like reading up on like how you kind of estimate like the total cost of a movie, and it's like you don't quite double it, but you put a pretty significant amount in. Then there's Joker 2, Madame Web, Megalopolis, God, that was $120 million movie.
Yes, sir.
And then Reagan. Um, I love this description. A love letter to the 40th president that, quote, borrowed its plot structure from Citizen Kane. Oh my god, John Voight's character was a real person? Oh, no, I think it's like an imitation from... It has to be from Citizen Kane. That's got to be from Citizen Kane.
There's no way there's a Russian spy that horny for Reagan. That's crazy.
As Boris Bedonva, yeah, the narrator. I love that character. I'm sad to say we both got it wrong.
Fuck.
I couldn't believe it. I thought for sure Borderlands. You're gonna be happy about this though. Madame Web.
Let's go.
That's right.
That movie was dog, but not dog enough for me to get it right.
I know. Well, I just think that like it was at least like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Borderlands just didn't feel like a movie.
No, yeah, there are two different types of torture at play, but I remember Borderlands is a much more specific, active. Just, oh man.
That's a bad one.
Yeah.
Like that's a really bad one.
That one's like going against you at all times. Yeah, that one's grating, I would say. Like it actively is fight. You're fighting to finish the movie the whole time. Madame Web is like, this is bad, but stuff's happening, I guess. I don't know.
It's moving.
I don't know if that's even a justification anymore. I'm just adrift in a sea of dislike for that movie and somehow not being right enough on it. That's really what I'm getting to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, or maybe I should take that as a win. I haven't mind melded with the Razzies voter class. Actually, how do they even vote on this? Is it like is it sort of like the Oscars where there's just sort of like a committee? Do we even know? Is it fan votes?
Let's look it up.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a voting thing.
Right. And also, knowing this voting mechanism probably would be pretty essential, or useful even, to picking a winner.
I went to type, and I just did such a bad job typing. Instead of how it does, I said Ho Ford. And like...
Dude, our brains are doing so well right now.
Something not right with me. I did find out from my doctor I'm like severely vitamin D deficient.
Really? With your lifestyle?
Yeah. I know. Who could imagine? Like, as I'm glowing white on camera right now. Like, let's see. So Razzie winners are chosen by members of the Golden Raspberry Award Foundation, who pay a yearly membership fee to vote and nominate films' performances. Members receive an emailed ballot with Razzie-nominated films, from which they select their top choices for each category. The members' votes are then tallied and determine the winner for the Razzies.
There we have it.
How much does it cost to be a member of the Razzie Foundation?
Pay to play.
Golden... Yeah, wait a minute. Does this search it? Oh, perfect. It's a link.
I'm hopeful it's, like, weirdly expensive. Like, if I hear $24 a year, I'm going to be a little annoyed. Or disappointed. Not annoyed. Just disappointed.
Like,
I want $80. $80 or more.
I was thinking, like, $89.99. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of a fun price for it. Because it's, like, that would filter out just, like, annoying people. Well, no, actually, I think you would only get annoying people at that point. But minimal... Okay, so around... Oh, this is the cost of the statuette. Okay, well, this is a fun fact to know. I do have the membership price right here.
Beautiful.
The statuette, the golden raspberry, which it looks like a lemon. That's a stupid design. It cost them less than $5.
Nice.
It's $4.97 to make it. It's a spray painted golf ball size raspberry on top of a film reel. The membership levels, however, though. There's $50 for Friend of the Golden Raspberry, or FOG as they call it. I guess that's when it's just like annual, and then $500 for a lifetime membership. I want to know, like, yeah, how many... Oh wait, they have like a whole breakdown of membership levels. Well, they don't tell me what, like... So there's $50, $75, $100, $250, and $500.
Mm-hmm.
And the options are Friend of the Golden Raspberry, Raspberry Inner Sanctum, Very Important Member, Razzie Supporting Patron, Lifetime Membership. I don't know what you get for these different amounts, though. Dude, the Raspberries really got get their shit together. Like,
maybe they
I'm
don't.
trying. Yeah.
Do you guys want to be successful, or like I don't? Do they care? I don't know.
I feel like they must, right? Like, if they're still doing it after this many years. Do you think it's made, like, the founding members rich?
No, I feel like it's one of those things where they all have normal 9-to-5s, and this is like the, vacation money for the year or something, or I paid off my house a little bit faster kind of money.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing about this project screams to me like somebody who isn't, like, at least a little bit comfortable in their life. Like, they probably have a mortgage, right? Like, I would be very surprised if this is someone who's struggling to get by, let's say. They have a mortgage. They're not terribly worried about their bills every month. Like, I don't feel like you're in a petty mindset to spend this much of your energy being a hater, Does that track?
Right.
That feels the vibe to me.
Yeah. Like, the time that you have to kill to do this is a privilege.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. I can't imagine someone struggling keeping this going. I kind of feel like it's like when you see YouTubers talk about how their YouTube channel turned into their job and they, like, hate it. They're like, this sucks. This is now my career. And I fucking... Like, imagine if you're, like, every time you meet someone, they're like, what do you do for a living? Mm-hmm. And they're like, do you know the Razzies? and then they're always like, no. And you have to be like, okay, so you know the Academy Awards. Like,
so do you remember Morbius coming out? I feel like that's probably the easier thing maybe at this point.
Right. And they're like, you remember Morbius? And the person's like, no. You're like, oh my god. Like, just trying to, like, explain what you do.
Do you remember a movie that came out, had a really, like, mean cult following that convinced the movie production company or the distributor to re-release it, and then no one went and saw it? Which is objectively a very funny thing that happened.
Yeah,
that's so fucking funny.
Way to be a tone-deaf company, like, just being like,
or just like you're not in the room. You've misread this so hard, sweetie. I feel so bad for you. I feel bad. Air quotes.
People don't secretly like it. Yeah. Or you're like, do you know Francis Ford Coppola? And they're like, the wine guy. You're like, god damn it. Like, you know what? Yeah, I'd review wine. Okay. Like, just
why not? Yeah. Fuck. It's easier.
All right. So we have it. I'm the winner. Thank God. I beat you by 1 point.
Yeah, how many categories were there? I know the final score is 2-1, but I don't remember how many categories we even had to guess on. 7? Feels right.
7, 8, 9. 9.
9.
So yeah, 9.
So you're batting 222. I'm batting 111. Does not feel.
Hell yeah.
That's, you know what? In baseball, we both depends on how much power we hit for. Me, completely unmanageable. You, there's a shot. There's a world.
It sucks that we were as bad at this as we are at sports.
Ooh, yeah, that's actually kind of tough. You'd hope there'd be a bump
that
somewhere.
Sucks.
Yeah.
You would really hope that we would have done slightly better, considering we're just like movie nerds.
Mm-hmm.
If you
look at our stat sheets, this outcome makes everyone think like you put points absolutely nowhere. You're still sitting on 5 of them unspent, and you're playing the game.
We took classes on cinema to learn how to watch movies, and we still got it fucking so wrong. Oh, that sucks. We almost... Yeah, I don't feel good about that.
Okay. This leaves me with just 2 questions then. 1, are we going to repeat this exercise come next year? And then 2.
Yes.
Horrible. Great. 2, what are we going to do for a palate cleanser? Where are we going next? Tell me right now.
So I'm thinking, I like the idea of a movie with friends. Mm-hmm. That's one that I think is kind of fun. Obviously, it's not like we'd be doing it the first time ever, but I don't think anyone really owns the idea. Like, it's not exactly Adam and Pals. I mean, I guess kind of, but whatever. He's just copying Mystery Science Theater. So it's like, the idea is we watch a movie, we record the audio. I release 2 different videos for it. I record one that is just our voiceover of it, and someone at home can watch the movie on their own and play the voiceover for the whole movie. if they want. And then the other option for that is, and I mean, if I do have a Patreon, but I feel like I'll set up again. But like, we could potentially also just do a recording of the movie with it over and post it on there.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, movie studios just don't go after that because they have to pay to access your channel.
Yeah, so they can't. Yeah, because on YouTube it's a free crawler, right? As long as you probably pay a service. Look at every YouTube video that comes up that just does content ID. Easy.
Right.
Or YouTube probably offers it for them. Like they're happy to get paid by major studios to have that covered already.
They help a lot, and YouTube is very afraid of getting sued for patent violation or like trademark infringement. So not patent violation, but like for like different trademark issues. That's why like they go so hard on creators. That's why like I'm with doing those like AI narrated reviews. It's just better for me because it's like this is the first time I've ever released 2 videos in a row that didn't get trademarked. Like it's just fucking easier. And they've been like cracking down like worse and worse on that. But so releasing like just an audio clip, someone can play that, watch along the whole movie if they want, and then maybe be able to do like a chopped up version where it's just like highlights from throughout it. I was thinking that'd be a fun thing to do for it next. And then also I like the idea that you had of us picking a director, watching all their movies, and then connecting and talking about all their different movies. And I think we should maybe try to go for someone that doesn't have too many.
Yes.
Like at first.
Yep.
Like I don't want to go with like someone super prolific.
Dude, I remember floating some names and seeing 50 plus movies and going, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, where would we have the time for that? So, yeah, I guess we can kind of work that out, like, offline.
Okay.
I had some ideas. I still think Jordan Peele would be a fun one, because also a lot of his movies are stuff that he produced, not directed, so it's not as many as you might expect.
Yep. And my initial fave pick would be Yorgos Lanthimos. One, because I've seen a lot of his stuff already, and I've liked every single one of them. Poor Things. We saw The Killing of a Sacred Deer together. I've really liked both a lot.
Killing of a Sacred Deer.
It was Colin Farrell in Cleveland Hospital.
Oh, wait, where they speak with like that weird affect the whole
Yes,
time?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That was a really interesting movie.
Yeah, so that would be my pick. What we could also do that might be fun is just throw any director we think's small-ish but good list, throw them on like a dumb spinning wheel and just see what we get in terms of a random pick.
He also did Poor Things.
Yes, yeah.
Oh man, Poor Things is like a fucking masterpiece. I love that movie.
Yup, same.
Okay, I could do him. All right, so why don't we get started on that? I'll make up a list for myself and like get them together. I probably want to. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even mind watching Poor Things again, just because it's like so good.
Oh, for sure.
Wow, The Rape of Chloe. That's gonna be a movie. Are we doing all like even like the Greek looking ones?
He is Greek, so I don't know. We'll see.
Greek.
I mean, it's something we could sort through. We could parameterize later, but those were just the names I thought of. Again, we can all.
Oh, I think this is just The Rape of Chloe, but in Greek.
Very
it's the same image for it. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm down with that. Yeah, I would. All right. I think he'd be a fun one to start with. I at least feel positive that doing The Killing of the Sacred Deer and Poor Things again. It's like I really like those. I want to see The Lobster. I've been meaning to watch that anyway. I've heard good things about that.
Same.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So. The thing that kills me is the movie that I want to do the watch along with is I kind of like the idea of us switching off of one of us picking the watch along movie and the other one not knowing what they're going into.
For sure.
I just don't know if you've seen it.
I mean, is it the end of the world if I've seen it?
No, but I liked the idea of it potentially being one you didn't see.
Okay.
But you know, I think I'm just gonna go with it. I think it's a fun movie.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite, like just like stupid fun watches.
Okay,
So
let's.
it's like
We can keep the veil of secrecy going still, so it'll be a surprise for everyone. Yeah, by then.
All right. So you want to do that one next week?
Yeah, we could figure out scheduling otherwise. I mean, maybe you want to just like take us out broadly, you know, like send us home, send us on our way, wrap up our Razzie conclusion, like a good ending here.
Bye.
All right, bye. We did it. We made it through the 2024 Razzies or 2025 Razzies. Who cares? It's over.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you doing it. We're done. Yeah, this was a fucking... I don't know why, but going through the results was so much more, like strenuous than actually going through the choices, it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And we did this in a third of the time. The first video is like 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, because we had to really walk through what the hell we were thinking, as if it mattered.
Yeah. Yeah. We had to really establish our reasoning for why we were wrong 95% of the time with our decisions.
Yep. And
Yeah,
also a lot of, I didn't see this, but, you know.
Yeah, plenty of that. I do think that next year, though, it's going to be a much more strict rule of watch every movie.
Yes.
I think that's got to be it. I think we have to do that. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll do Academy Awards, too. That wouldn't be the worst to actually watch good movies.
No, I mean, theoretically good movies. Oppenheimer was an Academy Award movie, so.
That's true. That was a terrible movie. All right.
Blonde was an Academy Award nominee, right?
Oh my God, you're right.
And that is still, that's the worst thing I've seen.
Blonde is bad. But you know what? Blonde is a lot like Falling for Christmas, where it's like,
there's no way we're talking. There's no way we're putting those two movies in the same boat. I will
Falling for Christmas?
Falling for Christmas is a better movie. Because
it is a better movie.
All right.
Oh, I unironically think it's a better movie. But like, yeah, but it's like Blonde, I don't know. I mean, I saw that at least twice. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty insane how shit that movie is. Mm-hmm. All right. So we'll talk, we'll have to talk, we'll tackle that, figure it all out. Yeah, so that's it. That's the Razzie results. I won. I'm better than Tom.
Just this time.
That's all I've ever really cared about.
Just this time. Just this once.
All right. And yeah, we'll connect next time for a movie with friends to watch the secret movie that Tom does not know the name of right now.
Beautiful.